Hi there, guys, and a very warm welcome to the Photography Show 2021. I'm joined by Steve Vigers, and I just want to just introduce him here. So just want to introduce you to the man who many credit with making Sigma the vibrant and successful company. Oh, hang on a second, sorry, Steve, I'm reading your bit for me. I'll just read. Sorry, it was... I'm joined by Steve Vigers of Sigma UK. Okay, that's all I've got for you, I'm afraid.
Unbelievable, but I like the way you started that, Tim. It was perfect for a little while, actually. Good to see you, though.
But no, it's great to be back at the Photography Show, isn't it? After how long's it been since the last one? It's got to be getting on for a year now, isn't it?
It would be, yeah, exactly. And again, last year was really strange because we were very close to doing it for real up in Birmingham.
Yeah. Yeah, and it got to within like a week of it going ahead, didn't it? And then it was right at the start of the pandemic.
Right at the start of it, was all prepared. Stand was already built. Everything was ready to go. So it was, it was quite something to deal with. But fortunately, the virtual event happened shortly afterwards, and here we are again. Like you say, a whole year's gone by. Wow, time's flown by.
It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, it's flicked by. But,
absolutely.
But yeah, I love the Photography Show. It's it's a shame it's not in Birmingham this year because it's my hometown. So I like to head back to see a bit of the city and stuff. And
well, it's been there for so many years now. Way back when I first started doing it as the Focus Show, and before it changed to the Photography Show, and lots of great memories of being there and meeting our consumers. Which is something that we love to do. Yeah. So this is slightly different in that respect, but nevertheless we're here, and that's the main thing. We're doing what we can under the circumstances, and hopefully playing our part within what will be a great event over the weekend for everybody.
That's true, and the Photography Show for real, the non-virtual show will go ahead in October. Is it October? No, September, isn't it? Actually,
I think that's the plan. Yes, yeah, exactly. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so we'll be back, and as you say, getting to meet Sigma users again, which is always good fun, and just having a chat to people, and So so this year is a kind of we said it's a virtual show, so we've got a virtual stand at the show, and as usual, we've got some show offers, and we'll on our virtual stand we'll be talking about some of our new products and so on. And we've got a few talks going on over the next couple of days. We'll come to that in a minute because we've got a little roster of talks that we can show you. So should we start with maybe should we talk quickly about our newest lens, which is the 28-70 f2.8?
Go for it, definitely, because that's only just launched, isn't it? Effectively.
That's right. Yeah, that only came out. What was it? A couple of weeks ago, wasn't it? Not even that, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. So literally just out.
It is, yeah, and this is our new standard zoom for mirrorless cameras. So it's available on E-mount and L-mount, and we're really proud of it. We're sort of billing it as the smallest and lightest constant f2.8 standard zoom for full frame mirrorless cameras. So it's super tiny, and it's one of those brilliant kind of workhorse lenses that you can just leave on your camera and you can shoot landscapes at the wide end, portraits at the tight end, street events, weddings, everything, can't you? Yeah. You can even do sort of macro style stuff. It's one of those like real good utility
really versatile lens, and so compact and so light as well, because it's forming part of again, there's a lot of focus. We'll be focusing a lot on this during the course of this event this weekend, but it forms part of the DGDN series that a lot of product we've been launching is part of these days, isn't it? So that sort of more compact, lightweight lens is designed specifically for full frame mirrorless use.
Exactly that, yeah. And some people will be saying, "Hang on, haven't you already got a 24-70 in your range?" Which is
this one.
That's the one. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, which is in our art range. Yeah. But the this one is different in that it doesn't start quite as wide. This is 28-70. But it's still got the f2.8 aperture, and I've just got a little comparison here, so you can see see the difference between the two in terms of. I mean, this is to scale, so you can see see them next to each other in terms of weight. I mean, you look at that, I think it's 44% lighter or something. So it's
amazing.
Not far off half the weight. Incredible. They've really shaved a lot, and the optical design is very similar. So you can expect a similar a similar sort of image quality from the two lenses there. I've actually got one here behind me. So
that's I think what's so remarkable, and as more information comes out about the optical quality, it's incredible what Sigma are actually producing in this smaller form factor lenses.
It is,
which works so well, obviously, with the smaller form factor of some of the mirrorless cameras.
Yes, because some of our art lenses, they were kind of designed for DSLRs, and then when you put them on a mirrorless camera, as great as they are, they can feel a little bit front heavy. So if if you're the kind of photographer that needs to travel light, maybe you are traveling, or maybe you going hill walking, or whatever it is, you just need a light bag. I mean, that's perfect. 400.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And so just to give you a comparison, I suppose it's almost exactly the same size as a can of Coke. So that gives you, if you just think of that and holding a can of Coke, that's almost identical in size. And it's very slightly heavier, but so
very
incredible.
Compact. Yeah. And that's as we said, that's launched only a few weeks ago officially, but then I think the stock's due to arrive somewhere around mid-March, I think. So that's when you should find it in the retailers. But that doesn't mean to say that during the course of the event, you can always pre-order it ready for that first shipment that drops in, as I say, around mid-March.
Yeah, and we've heard from Japan that I think the demand has been quite high. So who knows how easy it will be to get one. But if you want one straight away, get a pre-order in.
Exactly.
Now, really.
Yeah, exactly. Good idea. So as not to be disappointed. Exactly.
There you go. Exactly.
Good.
So there's another shot of it there, just up close, so you can see it.
Lovely.
And and then there's just very quickly, there's a few nice features on it there. It's not one of those lenses that's packed with switches and buttons and stuff. And they've done that to keep it nice and small and light. But very quiet and fast focusing. It's got the AF/MF switch, which is great. The focus and the zoom rings are super smooth. Sigma have invested a lot in sort of lubricant technology to make sure that they're sort of sand deadening grease and all sorts of stuff to make it super smooth and stuff. And the lens is made of this thermally stable composite, or TSC, which is a polymer, and it's super light and strong. And what's so great about this material is that it has similar thermal expansion characteristics to aluminium. For which the thermal shrinkage is quite low. And that means that when the temperature changes, all of the parts of the lens kind of expand or contract together to a similar amount. And so the lens behaves in a very consistent and precise way. And
like all as I say, we touched on the fact that forms part of the DGDN series, which is something which has expanded hugely over the last year or so. And most recently, before the 28 to 70 was launched, we launched the I series, the 3 primes, again in the DGDN series, which again I think will have a feature this weekend. But there again, they've been designed specifically with being compact and lightweight in mind. But again, optically outstanding as you'd expect from all our products, which are still being built from our beautiful factory just in Japan.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, the 3 new I series primes I think will be quite popular at this show. They've sort of turned some heads really, because they're so small and light, and they're also built just absolutely beautifully, made completely of metal. There you go. And they've even got metal lens hoods, and it's got a magnetic metal lens cap included in the box. And
attention to detail is incredible, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I mean
I love that. Beautiful.
It's like someone said the other day. It's like it's got all the benefits of the user experience of like one of those lovely old film lenses. It kind of feels like it's got its manual aperture ring, and it just feels lovely. It feels sort of so retro.
Very tactile, aren't they?
Yeah, amazing, beautifully built. But it's got all the sort of the benefits of modern optical design. So it's got it's kind of the best of both worlds. It's really, really lovely. And there's 3 of those lenses. There's the 24. And then there's a 35.
Yeah.
That one's at f2. And then we've got a 65, and that one's also at f2.
Yeah. Beautiful.
And they're available for E-mount and L-mount. So if you've got a Sony, so Sony's for your E-mount, so your A7s and your A1s and so on. And then L-mount is any full-frame Panasonic any Leica or the Sigma FP. So
exactly, yeah. Which is good, by the way. I still love our FP. I use it all the time. Fabulous little product.
It. Yeah, it's great.
Absolutely love it. But and again, I think we should say we're both using the FPs today, aren't we, to produce this today? So
that's right.
I've got the new 35 DGDN on mine, and you're using the 24. Is it on yours?
The 45 on mine. Yeah,
45.
Yeah. And I mean, the great thing about the FP is that it's still the smallest and lightest full frame mirrorless camera ever built. You know, it's incredible, really, at 420 grams or whatever it is with a battery and card. It's nothing. And you know, when you pop on the 2870 that we were just talking about, the whole lot comes to about, I don't know, is it 850 grams or something?
Great product just to carry around with you all the time, to get full frame mirrorless product of that size and weight. It's just phenomenal. I love using it. Absolutely love it. But and again, all of these lenses are coming out now, which complement the whole system beautifully. So as we keep touching on, DGDN, big focus for this weekend. And there could be some offers out there, I think, during the course of the weekend to watch out for across some selected DGDN lenses. So I think it includes those that we just spoke about, the 24, the 35, the 65. But again, additionally, I think it'll also include the 105 macro, another lens that was added to that range recently to the DGDN lineup.
So got a shot of that here, actually.
Lovely. Yeah, that's it. And again, Sigma historically have been, everybody loves the current 105 EX. It's been a benchmark lens for many a year, optically just outstanding. And again, this is a great addition to that, to have it now also in a DGDN mirrorless full frame version. So again, that forms part of that little package. Along with the original 2470 that we spoke about earlier. That's in there as well.
Yes.
For those that want that wider 24 mil, then obviously that's an option. And also, additionally as well, for a telephoto zoom, the 100 to 400, which we launched a little while back, the DGDN version. Because there's two variants of that. There's already a DSLR version of the 100 to 400 DG, and then the DGDN for mirrorless full frame, as you say, which are always available in Sony and L mount. So those lenses are going to be focused on, to coin a phrase, this weekend, I'm sure. And there will be, I think, potentially some offers available to those registered and attending the event during the course of the weekend. Yeah,
for sure. So I think should we just talk a bit about those show offers, because we there are 7 lenses included in it. So the 3 I series that we just mentioned, the 105 macro, the 85 mil DGDN. So that's an
of course. How can I forget that little beauty? Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's my main squeeze at the moment, Steve. That is a
fabulous, isn't it?
Cracking lens. Oh, it's so good. It's just so good. It's unbelievably sharp.
That's it there, but optically, it's just outstanding again, isn't it? Absolutely
mind blowing. Yeah.
And it's so small. 85 1.4. It's just remarkable.
With a manual aperture ring and a
that's again a wonderful little feature that is. Absolutely amazing. I love that. I love that myself. Yeah, fabulous. And it balances really well on our FP as well. Using it on the FP is amazing.
Yeah, it does. It just feels right, doesn't it? Just feels balanced. Yeah, it's great. And I think we can bring up. I've got a slide here of all of those 7 lenses. And do you want to talk us through those prices?
Yeah. So what you got there, obviously, from the 24 mil show offer price should be around 429. That's just roughly calculating about 10% from the normal suggested retail on those selected lenses. So 24 429, 35 494, 65 584. So it should show around about 10% off of suggested retail. But have a look whilst you're here. Have a look at the retailers that are involved in the event and see what's available.
Yeah, great. That's fantastic.
Grab a bargain while you've got an opportunity to.
Why not? Yeah. A few people have said to me, God, the amount of money I've saved during lockdown, because you can't go out, you can't go for meals.
Oh, don't.
You know, you're not commuting, so there's no petrol, all that kind of stuff. And some people have said, I've just been like amassing money in my account. And I was like, buy a lens then, obviously. While you can afford it, get a lens.
So you've got the opportunity. Yeah.
Obviously, it's not like that for everyone. You know, some people have lost their jobs and stuff, so it's it's the opposite. But
people are all in different situations, aren't they? For sure. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes for me personally in lockdown, it's nice to have the postman knock on the door and bring something which sort of brightens the day up a bit. But so no, why not?
Yeah, absolutely.
Take the opportunity if you can. So there's some great offers out there. And again, this weekend's a great opportunity to grab some more information. I think we've got some various different videos running through the course of the weekend.
Yes.
I don't know. I think you've got a schedule of that. Yeah?
I have, So the 10 a.m. slot there is the one that you're watching right now, and then in 45 minutes or so will be the 11 a.m. talk, which is on the new Sigma I series, which will be really, really interesting. And we've called that one "Performance Meets Portability" because that really sums up these new lenses. They are very high performance primes that are super compact and portable and really genuinely pocketable lenses. They're really incredible, and so that'll be, if you want to know a bit more about that, it'll be really interesting to listen into. At 2 p.m. we talk to one of our ambassadors, Mark Cornick. He's a landscape photographer and very, very, very good, and we've asked him to pick out his top 3 UK landscape locations and talk us through why he loves them, how to shoot them, what gear to use, what time of year to go, what time of day to go, other little tips for good angles and that kind of stuff. So that'll be a really, really interesting talk, and I'm really excited to see which 3 he's picked out. So definitely tune into that. That's at 2 p.m. Okay, then moving on to Sunday, we kick off at 10 a.m. with 5 tips for better macro with Paul Monaghan. So Paul is a Sigma ambassador. He's a very accomplished photographer, and he kind of dabbles in sort of all types of photography, but I guess his specialism is macro. So that'll be really interesting to listen into, just to find out sort of how he achieves those incredible shots. And then at midday, 12 p.m, we've got an FAQ special. So Sigma gets asked an awful lot of questions from the public on Facebook and Instagram and our website and over the phone. And lots of those questions come up again and again. So we've asked Sam and Ed to choose sort of maybe the 10 most asked questions, or about 10, and they'll go through those tomorrow and attempt to answer them. So that'll be super interesting to listen to. And then at 2 p.m, Sam and Ed again are going to be talking through Sigma's landscape lenses. So if you're in the market for a landscape lens, this is definitely worth tuning into. And they're going to choose their 5 favorites. So, traditionally landscape lenses are wide angles, but you can shoot landscapes with anything. So it'll be really interesting to see which 5 they choose. And then finally at 5 p.m, we've got a photo competition running, and we're going to announce it on Facebook live at 5 p.m. The winner, that is. So the competition's running now, and I've actually got a little slide just to show you.
The spring shoot competition. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So the theme is spring. So any image that sort of you want to enter, as long as it's sort of along that theme, and it's on our UK Facebook page. So if you find Sigma UK on Facebook, you just enter your image by putting it in the comments below the competition post. Last entry is tomorrow at 3 p.m. and then the winner is announced at 5 p.m. So it's free to enter in it, obviously. And if you've got an image of spring that maybe you took it this year, maybe you took it last year, or just get it uploaded, and you're in with a chance of winning a 28 to 70.
Excellent. Oh, it's really good. And so you'll be announcing that towards the end of the show, 5 p.m. I think it's on the Sunday.
That's right. Yeah. So that'll kind of round off the show, really, just announcing the winner of that. And someone by 5 p.m. tomorrow will be the owner of.
With one of those, yeah, wonderful. But there's lots to look at there, isn't there? There's lots of it. That's the great thing about this event. I mean, normally if we were up in Birmingham, it's a captive audience. You can stroll around and get all the information that you need to equip yourself with to make your decisions about your product purchasing. And hopefully virtual TPS offers that same effective result, but from the comfort of your own home. So hopefully there's plenty of information there that people can can pull together and make some decisions about how they want to move their photography forward. So hopefully some of our videos there that we'll be doing across the weekend will really help. And obviously everybody, all the other suppliers that are involved in doing the same.
Absolutely. Yeah. Brilliant. So in summary then, we just wanted to say hello and welcome to TPS. We wanted to run you through some of our really popular lenses, sort of what's hot right now. So it's those I-series lenses, the 28 to 70, the 105, the 85, the 100 to 400. And 7 of those lenses, those 7 we spoke about earlier, are on offer at the show at some of our retailers. So do look out for those offers. And then the only other thing to say really was that we've got these talks coming up. There's 6 more of them after this one running through today and tomorrow. And of course, the last one will be announcing the winner of the spring photo competition. That is open now and you can enter it on our Facebook page.
Excellent. Well summarised. You've done this before, have you, Tim?
Well, you know. Brilliant. Well, thanks, Steve. We'll let you get off and have a look around the show, and I hope you have a good time. And hopefully, we will see you, of course, in September when the show will be running for real. You know, in person, and do come across and have a chat to us. It'd be great to.
Really look forward to that. Yeah, as Tim said, enjoy the show, grab what you can from it, and hopefully we'll see you for real up in Birmingham at some point in the future.
Amazing. Have a good one, guys, and we will see you very soon.
Take care.